BIM is, for me, it's all about the information, the
It
management
is.
of information. And I had to spend a long time dispelling the myth within the facilities management teams, because whenever I mentioned BIM, oh, it's 3D modeling. I had to say it's not just 3D modeling, it's not just technology. When you have good quality data and if it's analyzed appropriately, it can tell such meaningful stories that can help businesses. So after I completed my PhD, I decided not to continue in academia. I wanted to have a business career where I could use as many transferable skills as possible, particularly the data analyst side of things. And so actually, while I was completing my PhD thesis, I joined a construction company called Skanska, and I ended up staying there for 14 years.
Wow.
And the last 8 years being in the facilities management division. I was initially seconded into the department with the initial remit of analysing the huge volumes of asset information they were capturing on their projects when the buildings are in the operational phase. But my role quickly evolved into being a BIM lead. And then I had two other hats added on to me, which was leading the business in analytics and also promoting strategic asset management. And the reason why I stayed in the FM division for 8 years was because I'm somebody that likes to see projects through to completion. I actually get a buzz out of seeing the project from the inception all the way through to the end. The 8 years didn't come without its challenges, that's for sure. But I actually got good satisfaction in seeing the business where the data wasn't of great quality through to really good quality asset information being captured, where we could start doing really sophisticated analytics and then started to move into the strategic asset management area.
Wow, that's quite interesting. And can you zoom in a little bit on the part where you started the first BIM lead? How did it happen? Is it like there was an opportunity for that job
Oh,
position and you were right fit, or how did it work exactly?
that was a very strange one. And it was as simple as one lunchtime, I'm doing my work at my desk. I bear in mind that this is my first time in facilities management, so I'm having to learn about what facilities management is. And I happened to pass the then MD's desk, and he just stopped me and he said, Medina, do you know what? Have you heard of BIM? And I said to him, what is BIM? And he said, well, get learning because you're now the BIM lead for the business. That's exactly how it went.
Wow, wow. And Skanska is like a large scale company, extremely large. So,
Very large, yes,
yes.
yes.
So, how come they didn't have, like they didn't tend to hire someone that has more expertise and they were like trying to get a BIM lead from scratch because you had the potential of leadership? Or is it because you were keen to learn on the facility management and they want to take it to the next level and you were right fit from their point of view?
Right, so we have to go back to 2009, where BIM started to really take off in the UK. And BIM at that time was being embraced wholeheartedly by the design teams and the construction teams. But Skanska as a whole wanted to adopt BIM across all of its divisions, including the facilities management division. I think the MD at the time understood that BIM was linked to information management. And I was brought into the FM division with the initial remit of analysing the asset
Okay.
information. And that's where I believe he saw the link. I didn't see the link at the time because I didn't understand what BIM was. And it took a while for me to sit in on meetings. And there was difficulties because every meeting was geared towards what BIM could do for design teams and construction teams. And it took quite a while for me to understand, well, where does facilities management fit? How does BIM fit in with facilities management? And I finally got the light bulb moment where I kind of focused on the I of BIM, the information management bit of BIM. And that's when I realized actually within the facilities management business, there was an issue with the quality of asset information that was being handed over to them from construction teams to the facilities management teams. And that's where I understood, actually, if I could find a way of using BIM to correct the quality of the information being handed over, this is my hook into BIM. This is how I can sell BIM within the facilities management business. BIM is, for me, it's all about the information, the management of information. And I had to spend a long time dispelling the myth within the facilities management teams, because whenever I mentioned BIM, oh, it's 3D modeling. No disrespect to 3D modeling, but I had to say it's not just 3D modeling, it's not just technology. Please focus on the information aspect. This is what
That's
this is
correct.
what this is what the FM teams need. At the end of the day, a 3D model is a really nice to have, but actually what we really need as a fundamental is good quality asset information handed over to us.